Hi, Les from Retired and Living the Dream. As you can see, my car's got full of gecko crap, so it needs to be cleaned today. So, time for another video. And today's video is going to be, are you ready to make the move? Are you ready? Are you sick of all the things that's going on around the world? Are you ready to pull the trigger? And there are many people who have done the trigger. I've just helped just a couple of people over the past few months to do that. And one of them, it's a Canadian guy, and he's just started a YouTube channel, and he's explaining step by step how he made the move. So have a look at his channel, Retired Don't Give Up, and it's my friend Dave who's made the move from Canada, and he's going through it step by step. So follow his journey and how he's done it from Canada. And you know, he's just started out with his YouTube channel, and support him, help him grow along, and also see how he made the move and why he pulled the trigger and why he's coming over to Thailand as opposed to seeing the rest of his days out in Canada. There's another guy, and I've done a video about it, an English guy who's pulled the trigger and he's moved up to Trat, and he's bought a house, a small house up there, and he's actually pulled the trigger and he's moving over to Thailand also. So that's just two of the people that I've helped, two of the people who play around and says I don't mind you using their names and directing them towards their move to Thailand. I mean, let's face it, at the end of the day, the UK is going through an election, America's going through an election, and in reality, have they got the answers? Have they got the answers to make everybody happy again? I fear not. So, maybe is this time to have a look and look at further afield. I live on between 50 and 60,000 baht now. I've just had a bit of a rise in my pension, so I have a little bit more disposable income. But in reality, I've directed people here that they can live on such a small amount, up to 35,000 baht a month. And that's not a lot of money, is it? But you can live quite a good lifestyle on that amount of money. And I give directions and how you can do it and what sort of things you're going to get for that type of money. Now, it's not going to be a luxurious life on 35,000 baht a month, but then it may be better than the lifestyle that you're living now, where you are, where you're struggling every month. I mean, look at this, we're in rainy season now. In rainy season, we've still got blue skies, the weather's beautiful. As you can see, I'm sweating just washing the car. It's nice to be warm. I'd much sooner be warm than feeling the cold. And this is what you can do in Thailand. I mean, it doesn't have to be Thailand, you can just look elsewhere, you know. There's got to be cheaper alternatives than your home country. For living and eking out the cost of living, so you don't have that cost of living crisis, where you can afford to pay the gas and the electricity bills, where you can afford to eat, where you can afford to go to restaurants, where you can afford to live the lifestyle that you thought was possible. And it is possible to do that. You know, we don't eat out every day, but it's nice when you can go to a restaurant, 500 baht each, 500 baht for the both of you, not each. Wow. It's easy, but you need to be able to have a look at your circumstances. You need to do your homework, as these guys have done the homework, and they've been talking to me for a long time, and I've helped them sort of make the decision, and they've been to see me at my house, and I've shown them around the area, and they've liked what they've seen. Now, Rayong, where I live, isn't for everybody, because, you know, we're sort of semi-rural here. Some people like a little bit more entertainment and things like that, but for me, this ticks all my boxes. This is what I wanted in the UK, to be able to live semi-rural in the countryside where it's quiet, and I've achieved that here in Thailand, but I could never afford this in England, and I will show you, because sadly I've got to go back to England for a couple of months. My sister isn't very well, so that's the only thing that drives me back to the UK, is family. So I'm going back to the UK for a couple of months. So anybody that's in the UK wants to have a meet-up, feel free to contact me on my email, which is in the description, and we're going to have a meet-up. And you can talk to the horse's mouth if you like, and I'll tell you exactly how it is. And you know, you can ask me any question you want. I'm more than happy to tell you how it is, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. That's what my channel is about, is that I don't sugarcoat it, I'll tell it how it is. And people like me for that. So yeah, that's, I'm going back to the UK in July for maybe 2 or 3 months. Not wanting to go back to the UK at all, because I've done several videos about not wanting to go back. But sometimes, family reasons, you've got to make the effort. And I'm going to. So for those people who want to come and chat, I live in Redcar, northeast of the UK. And the last time I was back in England, I had a few meetups with people. So yeah, feel free to come down and meet up and ask whatever questions you want, you know, and I'll tell it how it is. So anyway, getting back to you making the move, and it's not as difficult as you may seem. At the minute, what's going on in Thailand, their economy isn't the best, so the pound and the dollar and everything else has crept up, so you're getting a little bit more value for your money at the minute. And they're trying to encourage people to come here, and so now they've altered the visas, so you get a 60-day. Before it used to be a 30-day visa exemption on 97 different countries. So they've made it easier to get here. The cost of living is cheap. It is so easy to get by here. Don't be worried that you can't speak Thai, because you can get by in majority of tourist locations. There's a good amount of English being spoken, so it's not difficult. The weather's lovely, the food's lovely, the people are lovely. You get my drift? So for those people who are teetering on the edge of making a big move, because let's face it, in the UK it's not going to improve, is it? I've been watching, I don't want to get into politics, and I don't want to get into, you know, Labour and Conservative and stuff like that. But honestly, if you're leaving in the comments, leave in the comments where you see Britain or the UK going in the next 5 or 10 years or so. I can't see that there's no definitive answer to a couple of the debates. There's no real answer to say this is what we're going to do, and it just looks doom and gloom. And it's the same in America, and it's the same in Australia and New Zealand. I talk to many people around the world from, you know, all English-speaking continents really, and they all say the same. It's all doom and gloom, and it's not going to get any better. And they can't see it getting any better, and that's the worst thing, is where's the hope for people? Where's the hope that one day everything's going to go back to normal, everything's going to be affordable, you know, where you can afford to live. This is the ordinary working person I'm talking about, of course. If you're wealthy, this doesn't matter to anybody, because wealthy people can live anywhere they want. But the normal, everyday working person, you know, they're sort of stuck. And what I'm saying is there is a way out for those people who think they're stuck. You can have an affordable lifestyle. You might have to look elsewhere, but let's face it, in your golden years, do you want to dread every week and every day comes along, you know, because you can't afford it? You know, what's to look forward to? Everything that I see is not good. There's in the comments, put what good thing has happened in the last 10 years in any country. In the last 10 years, just name one good thing that's happened that everybody's like, oh yeah, that's good. I don't think anybody can. I've got to say, the one good thing that I did 14 years ago for me was leave the UK. I've lived in Thailand now for 12 years. That's probably one of the better moves I've ever done in my life. Did I plan on coming here? No, I didn't. Circumstances dictated, and I'm lucky I went around the world for 2 years looking at various places, and Thailand ticked the boxes. And I come here 12 years ago and I haven't changed my mind. It's a wonderful place to live. Is it perfect? No, it isn't. And if you're looking for a perfect place, I don't think you'll ever find it. But it ticks my boxes. I'm happy to live here. I mean, look what I've got. I came here with a suitcase and a backpack full of clothes. That's all I came to Thailand with. A little bit of money, a little bit of savings, but not a lot. And now I've got a beautiful house, a nice wife, drive around in a nice car, motorbikes, live in this wonderful location. I'm not a clever person. By far I'm not a clever person, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. And thankfully I've been able to help a few people make their move and bite the bullet and move over here. And I've had many emails thanking me for the information on being able to do it. Because information, you know, when you need somebody to tell you and explain how it goes, it can save you a lot of money. And that's what I can do. That's where I fill that gap. Those people who want to move over here, come and ask me about it, and I'll give you the information. If I can't give you the information, I'll point you to the direction that somebody can. And I've never been not able to help anybody out. The cost of living here is superbly cheap in comparison to the Western world. And yeah. But again, watch my videos. I've got 450 videos where I can help people with workaround for the visas or send them in the right direction. And there's ways around everything in Thailand. Thailand is a wonderful opportunity to live here. Some people are worried about the tax and you know what might happen. Here we are in June and nothing's happened yet. I think personally that if Thailand pursues this trying to tax the residents, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. But that's my own opinion, and my advice to all those who are worried about it: see what happens. See what happens, wait for a while, and then once you've got armed with all the information, then you can do something about it. It's all scaremongering, and people are making a lot of money at the minute through fear. Because people saying, oh, I've got to get my tax sorted out, and getting people to do something, and even they don't know what the answer is. Anyway, I digress. So that was just my quick video. So if you are in the UK, from July onwards, I'm there for a couple of months or so, send me an email. I'll live in Redcar, which is the northeast coast of the UK. Come and see me, come and have a chat, have a beer, have a coffee, something to eat. So until the next time, Les from Retired and Live the Dream, bye for now.